Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well. Now, normally we drive on the left lane. It's always left we drive on because that is the normal driving lane. So if there are 2 lanes or 3 lanes, we will always drive on the left lane unless the road marking is telling you otherwise. So our normal driving lane is the left lane. But what if we want to go left or right, but then after we want to go right again? So for example, we want to go left or right and then right again, and there are 2 lanes. Out of the 2 lanes, which lane should you enter? So basically you want to go left or right and then right again, and there are 2 lanes. Which lane should you enter? Should you enter into the left lane because that is the normal driving lane, or should you enter into the right lane because you are going right again? This is what I want to talk to you about in this video, because many learners, they get confused and they take the wrong lane, and then obviously it becomes a problem for them, especially in the test. So this is what we're going to talk about in this video. Let's start the lesson. Now, as we drive on this road, there's a traffic light coming up, as you can see, and the examiner said for you to go left on this traffic light and then go right on the next traffic light. Okay, now let me repeat. The examiner said for you to go left on this traffic light, and then after that you want to go right on the next traffic light, and there are 2 lanes. So when you enter left, there are 2 lanes. Which lane should you enter? Now normally we drive on the left lane and we always enter into the left lane. Why? Because that is our normal driving lane. But because we already know our next turning is on the right, when we enter, we have to enter into the right lane, or we should enter into the right lane. Why? Because we know our next turning is on the right. And this is where many learners, they get confused. What they do is they go left into the left lane and then they have to change lane again because they are going right. So this is really important for you to remember. If you're going left and then immediate right, always enter into the right lane. It's now green, so which lane you're going to enter? There are 2 lanes. Because we know we are going right, it is best we go into the right lane straight away. Why? Because we know our next turning is on the right. If the examiner only said left on the traffic light and not right again, then obviously we will enter into the left lane because that is our normal driving lane. But because the examiner said, and we know that on the next traffic light we will be turning right and there are 2 lanes, it's best we go into the right lane straight away. As you can see now, it's easy for us to make the turn, and we didn't change lane because we already entered into the right lane. Why? Because we knew on this traffic light we were turning right. Okay, now on this traffic light coming up, we want to go right and then right again. Okay, so let me repeat. On this traffic light we want to go right and then right again, and there are 2 lanes when we enter. You tell me, which lane do we need? Because normally if we are going right on this traffic light, we will be entering into the left lane because left lane is our normal driving lane. But because we know after this traffic light we are going right again, which means when we enter, it's best we enter into the right lane because we know we are going right again. Okay, and this is important. Many learners, they get this wrong. If you are only going right, then into the left lane. But if you know you are going right and then right again, then enter into the right lane if there are 2 lanes. Okay, so it's green now. Which lane you going to enter? You enter into the right lane. Why? Because you are going right somewhere from here. Okay, if you're not going right, then obviously enter into the left lane. But because we know we are going right, this is why we entered into the right lane. Now on this roundabout coming up, we want to go 4th exit on the right, and then on the next roundabout we want to go right again. Okay, so we are now on the right lane because we are dealing with this roundabout, because we need to go right on this roundabout. So we are in the right lane. Okay, we look on our right, obviously, if it's safe. We enter into the right lane. Remember, on the next roundabout we want to go right again. So as you come off, which lane you're going to come off? You need to come off on the right lane. Why? Because you know on the next roundabout you will be going right. Okay, so this is where we come off. So as we come off, which lane do we need? As you can see here, we're going to come off in a minute. Now here, normally we need to go to the left lane to come off, but because we know on the next roundabout we want to go right, which lane did we come off? We come off on the right lane. Why? Because we already knew our next roundabout is we are going right. Okay, hopefully this video helps you to understand when you're going left or right and then right again, which lane should you enter if there are two lanes. Okay, always remember we drive on the left lane, and when we enter, we will enter into the left lane because that is our normal driving lane, unless we know our next turning is on the right and there are two lanes, then enter into the right lane because we know our next turning is on the right. And this is important. Many learners, they get this wrong and they don't actually understand which lane they should enter. So what they do is they enter into the left lane and then they have to change lane to the right lane because they're going right again. Okay, so do remember, if there are two lanes and you are going right again, when you enter into the right lane straight away. That will help you to deal with the next turning. Okay, I hope this video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up and please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.